Hello everyone and welcome back to Tomb Raider 1. Today we're entering into the Lost Valley. We'll go ahead and get started. I would just like to apologise that I've not been about recently. Hopefully I'll be able to start getting more videos out to you soon. Okay, so let's get started with the Lost Valley. This is where we've left off before. I know it's been many months since we began this. Just going to turn the volume down, I think, 'cause it's quite loud. That's a bit better. Okay, so to begin with, I always go left when I come into the Lost Valley because I would like to get the shotgun before I go ahead and fight any dinosaurs. Let's face it, I'm not spoiling anything for anyone because we all know what this level is contains by now. Okay, so you make these jumps, make sure you grab and hang to get over that last one or Lara will hit her head. And then we're going to continue up here. There's nothing much to see or collect in this first little area. To be honest, it is just all jumping and hopping and trying not to fall into the current of water below. Otherwise you do get to go for quite a spectacular trip down the waterfall. So we're going to go ahead over this bridge here. You'll notice to the left there's a little crevice that we can shimmy. We're not going to do that just yet because that's actually our ticket down to the main entrance to the Lost Valley. Instead we're going to hop down here and carefully jump over this little gap because it is quite a steep fall. And here we have the shotgun. I must admit, it's one thing I do miss from more current Tomb Raider games and TRLEs is that unlike in Tomb Raider 1, the objects no longer follow you round when you move around them, which is a little bit of a shame because sometimes it's hard to see what you're after. Now we're going to jump down here and do the shimmying bit. And you'll notice that the water down here is actually just motioned rock, so you can actually stand on this without worrying too much. And here we have the first secret of the level. Now there are actually 5 secrets in this level, and I will show you how to get them all. This is the only one around this area. 3 of them are in the Lost Valley itself. We'll go ahead and jump in the water. And another one is just behind that gate we just passed, but we'll have to get that right at the end of the level. So now let's go over the waterfall. Now if we go to the left here, we can actually get out safely without these wolves just over here from getting us. And we can shoot them. It's the wimpy way of doing things, but anything to conserve life. Oh. I fell off. Oh well, let's try that again. Now, don't just run and jump on here. Jump up onto the top and you can take out this wolf again without losing any health. Now, if you go down here, a lot of people ask me if there's actually wolves down here. The answer is yes. They don't take up too much health, but if you want to get all the kills, you may as well get them. There's no goodies whatsoever down here, so it's pretty much a waste of your time coming down here. But if you like killing things and getting Lara a couple more wolf skins for her fur coat, then by all means go ahead and collect pelts. Now we have a little ominous skeleton here with a large health pack. That should be enough for you to realise that there is danger ahead. even if you're one of these few random people who haven't played this game ever. So, looking beyond, we see the beginning of the Lost Valley. I'm going to go ahead and grab my shotgun. I've only got 4 shots, and I never use this on the T-Rex, but 2 shots to a raptor will kill the raptors. Now there's another one over here. I'm going to wait till he gets nice and close, and you can actually get them with 1 shot. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back to the pistols now. Now, I can make it through this level without dying. However, I am going to save the game just for argument's sake, in case the T-Rex does get me. Now, what I tend to do is looking around that it's a fairly straight, narrow corridor. However, there is a little place to hide right here, and it is only a block high. So if you can manage to jump up in here, you can protect yourself from the T-Rex because his head won't fit in. Now let's go trigger him. And just about here is when he comes. This is when you want to start running and jumping as quickly as you possibly can, and hope you get in here in time. Draw your pistols out, you're preserving your ammunition and your life. He is going to run away from you because obviously he's an endangered species, he doesn't like being shot at. But as soon as you come out here, he's going to be attracted to you. Oh, and I messed that up. Run, 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 run. And you can start shooting him again. You need to take a little bit of life, but not too much. Let's call him back over here. And throughout this game I will actually show you different ways of kiting bad guys so that you don't lose too much health. I also have a little trick for the big mutant guy at the end of the game. One that I did actually share with Badass Games on his live stream. I don't think he's tried it yet, but I will show it for you in the course of the walkthrough when I actually get that far. Come on, fella. Here he comes. Now this does take time. It does take patience. And he's actually taken more health off me than he ever has before today. Usually I can get through this without a single bit of health lost. So I think I've shown you my little technique now. I'm going to go on a kamikaze mission, which didn't turn out to be much of a kamikaze mission. Just for good measure, we'll save, and now we'll go find some more raptors. Okay, about here you'll see another raptor coming towards you. Just keep your distance from them with some simple backflips, and they shouldn't get you. Wait till this one catches up. And they're fairly easy to take care of in comparison with other games. Now the first place we're going to go is we'll go in here, and we're going to dive into this little waterfall ahead of us. And knock Lara unconscious again. Now down here is one of 3 cogs. Now we saw the little cogs up by the bridge at the top of the waterfall, all the way back at the beginning of the level. That is the end game here. So we need to make sure we collect all 3, or else we're going to have to come back into Lost Valley. Fortunately, all three of them are in the Lost Valley and they're fairly easy to find. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go over to the right here and climb up and collect the second cog. I remember when I first got this game, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and actually I may have even been 7 at the time, and I remember how much this level scared the crap out of me. Don't know if anyone else had any similar experiences, but this level, it was always my favourite, but I think it was because it scared me a little when I was such a small kid. I like the fact things could jump out on you. Now this is a big jump, so you need to line yourself up carefully. 3-block jump always dictates a run and step back. And here is cog number 2. Now you don't have to make this jump again, you can just hang off the end here and drop down. You will lose a little bit of life, and so I'm not going to do that. Always looks like she's going to grab thin air. So let's carry on down here. And we will head on and get another secret. Now this will probably be the hardest secret in the level to get, as most of them are easy enough to get to just well hidden. This one does have a few tricky jumps to it. I will also apologise, I've got the hiccups today, so if I sound a bit odd, that's why. Okay, now we'll climb up on the right of this block here. You can see it's a 2-tier block. One side you cannot climb up on. Now take a step forward and just a standing jump and hang, and you should grab onto this block. Angle yourself to the next block over and just a standard jump and grab, and you'll grab onto the next one as well. And once more to the corner, you see the ledge sticking out, and jump and grab once more. And then final jump, this time a run and jump onto the corner of the temple. And we can grab ourselves some goodies. We've got a large med pack, some magnum clips, some Uzi ammo, and I believe we've got some shotgun shells up here as well somewhere. They're down here, yes, and some shotgun shells. Now the shotgun's important in this and the next level because it's our only extra weapon, and we've now got 3 shotgun shells. So we've not got much ammo on this gun. Now you can jump all the way back, but it's a bit annoying. You have to line yourself up really carefully, and the slightest error means you tumble to your death. The easiest way I have found of getting down from here is come to the left hand side of the temple roof and jump at this sloped platform and go downwards. You'll get down easy as pie with no damage. Now, I consider the Lost Valley an L shape. I cling to the left hand side when I'm coming up. I pretty much do it in a loop, so left hand side equals cog 1, cog 2 and secret 1. Now if we continue hugging the left hand side and go around in a loop, we will collect the other cog and secrets without having to exert much effort. You'll also notice that there's another little cubby here. This one is 2 blocks deep, so it's also a good place to hide from Mr. T-Rex. We're going to continue around to the left, and we're going to climb up here. You can see a little crevice just here, which is how we're going to get to this secret. And halfway in the middle of this waterfall is a little line, and you can pull yourself up on the right hand half because the wall basically breaks. And here we get another secret with some more shotgun shells. I can tell I haven't played Tomb Raider for a while. And jump up and back down, and then we can fall in here. Now, the reason I fall in here and swim over here is because I like to kite the raptor that's in here down to this end, and as soon as you appear he's going to come around the corner. Now this is the last place he sees you, so he's going to stay there until you trigger him in just a little bit, and that actually gives you more time to shoot him and kill him before he can take a couple chunks out of your arms and legs. Very close to the previous secret is another one just hidden in this little cubby hole here. I actually find this is the easiest one to miss, so if you are at all unsure, either follow the walkthrough block by block or just hug the left hand side of the valley and keep looking for little cubby holes. Now if I check my compass, sorry, not my compass. I'm thinking of Tomb Raider 2, where I can actually check my statistics. Anyway, I have 4 out of 5 secrets now. 3 in the Lost Valley and 1 by the first bridge and the cogs at the beginning of the level. Now, to be honest, the T-Rex and the Raptors are the main things in this level that will kill you. Again, I just stay out of sight for this one. Try and get a few shots off of him at the beginning. And you can usually shoot him before he can even get to you. This is the reason why we kite him out of this water here, which is where I popped my head up a moment ago. The reason we want him out the way is so we can climb up here and collect the 3rd cog. We're pretty much done with this level now. We have 1 more secret to go, and then we'll be heading to the Tomb of Kolopek. Now, be really careful coming down here. I have seen people on no meds, no saves runs. They have literally been within an inch of their health, and they've pretty much been where I am now, almost finished the level, and ballsed it all up by running off the edge here and killing themselves. Or attempting to swan dive into the water, which was a classic one I saw once. Anyway, to save your pride on Twitch, do it the safe way. And we've come back out of the waterfall again. For some reason I always think there's going to be more raptors, so I just keep my guns drawn. I've experienced a bug in this level several of times on the first PC disc I had of it, where it basically kept bugging out and I kept respawning raptors. I've not had that experience on this disc, but best to err on the side of caution. I believe, not sure how true this is, but I believe there's a couple more raptors on the PlayStation version due to bugs as well, depending on how old the disc is you've got. I have noticed that happens on PlayStation version as well, so just keep your guns drawn as you run through the Lost Valley, just in case. Okay, and I'm being cautious again, jumping backwards and grabbing. These are what I call safety drops, and also you'll notice when I play these games I roll when I hit the ground. Rolling will actually decrease your damage when you fall from a slightly higher drop, as will hanging. So by doing both, you pretty much guaranteed yourself the best success and survival possible. Now we're back in the waterfall section, and we're just going to climb up the waterfall now. And we've got to do these awkward jumps again. Let's say they're fairly simple once you know how. I angle myself to avoid the sloped ceiling there, run and jump, and usually if I'm being quick I can curve myself round to run and jump again, aiming for the left corner of this one to avoid the sloped ceiling. And then when you come up here, you just want to jump and grab for the left hand side, so you once again avoid the slope ceiling. And this one's just a jump and grab from the edge. Okay, let's get down this corridor as quick as we can and pop these cogs in their receptacles and figure out how prehistoric man was able to move water the way he does. Okay, you know where you've got to put the cogs because there's these little brown things poking out. It's supposed to be the stirrups for the cogs. If not, just sidestep along where the cogs are, you'll eventually come across one. They're all about Lara's boob height, so they're quite hard to miss. Okay, once they're all in, there's a little lever to the left hand side. Pull that, and that's gonna start things going. And you'll come over here and you'll notice that the door that was blocking you on the left hand side has now closed off the waterfall. But before we go there, we're going to dive into the water, or jump into the water, and we are going to swim down here. Now, if you did jump into this pit while it was free of water, you will notice that there's you can walk all the way down here. However, you can't get to your final goal because it's actually a little porthole at the top of the ceiling, and Lara unfortunately can't jump that high, which is why we needed to fill this with water, because this is actually the fifth and final secret. So here's your little porthole. And you do have plenty of time to get through here without drowning. Now, one corner, the one that I'm in, doesn't have any goodies, but all of the other corners do have something. So we've got some shotgun shells in the first one. We've got a small medipack in the second one. And I want to say shotguns in the second. Yes, more shotgun shells. Okay, there are two ways of getting back. However, going back that way is going to take you a while, but it's the safest option. Or you can do it this way. Whatever you do, do not run off this platform, because as soon as you do, you are going to die, because there is a big steep pit, which is where the waterfall was. Instead, aim for the corner and jump. You will lose a little bit of life still, but you will not die. And then the nice fun way of getting down from the waterfall, and you do need to make sure you measure yourself up for this one, or else again you will die, is to run and jump from this corner. And you'll make it into the pool. Now, the reason we shut off the waterfall, as will become apparent, is actually to get into the tomb of Qualipec, which is just down here. And thus concludes the end of the Lost Valley. As you can see, I got 12 kills because I went down into the wolf pit. I've got 16 pickups, 5 out of 5 secrets, and the level only takes about 23 minutes tops. So look forward to hearing how you get on with this one, and I'll see you in the next level. Bye!